So it's 3:30 in the morning. I've waited a couple hours. Hey, she's so lazy. She ate, now she's sleeping. It's still dark. Like, girl. She's like, leave me alone. You doing your little creepy crawler. Hi, Rain. Is this gonna focus or what? There we go. Hi, Rain. What did you do to your water dish? Girl. I don't know why it's not focusing on you. I just cleaned that water bowl. You know, I have to clean her water dish. No lie, like, freaking 10 times a day. Because Rain has such an issue with making her water dish a mess. There's my beautiful satin. Right there. Don't ask why the top of the cage is like that. I actually got this tank off my aunt. But, don't matter. He's being moved out of here anyways. This is just a temporary cage. This was his baby cage. Now that he's getting bigger, like I said, I'm ordering those stackable cages. He's going to one of the 8-foot cages. He's going to an 8-foot cage. This thing up here is going to an 8-foot cage. Now, Aries is still small, so I'm going to put her in a 6-foot cage. And then the hognose would go into a 4-foot cage. Like, I have everybody going in certain size cages, but yes. I'm trying to save this freaking plant. Now, this cage, even though she's getting really big, and then I'm going to probably put her in our 8-foot cage, this cage I'm going to redo. I'm going to sanitize, clean it out, and redo it. And then I'm going to put a ball python in this cage, which would be a good size for a ball python to start with. And yes, I said to start with. I think this is like it's 200 and some gallons. I can't remember what it was. I got it off of there she is. She's back there. She loves that little stump of hers, but I got off the lady in my neighborhood. It was like she was a lady who lived around the corner from my house. But I think she said it's like a 250? 2 something. I know it's 2 something though. But I think that'd be perfect for a ball python to start off in. Normal people would do like 40 gallons or so, but yeah, I'm not a normal person. And all these other tanks, the tarantulas would go into all the 5, 10 gallon, 20 gallon cages are gonna be for other babies, hognose snakes and stuff that I'm getting, or like corn snakes, because everybody knows corn snakes start really tiny. So I'm 11 to 15 inches. This is what you normally typically get for babies. So I don't know, but yeah, I have about 20 gallons, and 40 gallons are about to be empty. Because like I said, I'm clearing everybody out, and we get bigger Paludorians cages. I'm just seeing who's out. Even with the lights off, yeah, it's such a glare, it's ridiculous. Don't know why, but everything's always such a glare. Oh, they're over there near their water bowl. I'm gonna clean up her, I gotta clean up his water bowl. Like, I don't know if that's a player girl, because that's my white knee that's finally getting bigger. That's not little Ed. That's, I don't know. That's a male or female quite yet. But little Ed is not little obviously anymore, but they're over here. They're protecting their water dish like always. They're in a nice 5 gallon tank. But this is Zeus's cage. I started off with Zeus, but we don't know if it's a Zeus. It could be something else. It could be a Xena, because I already have Zara, so it's right there, Zara. So I'd pick a different name, obviously. I always switch names because I always eventually find out if they're a boy or a girl. And people are like, oh, you got new spiders, or oh, this. No, I just changed names. At first, you don't know the sex of your animals. That's just the only problem, especially when you have tarantulas. You get these cute little slings, and the next thing you know, they're either male or female. But in the beginning, you need, like, I don't want to sit here and call it nothing. And then if you have several species, like I do, of the same species, that cricket's escaping from the top. We have ones that are the same. Here, Rain, have an extra cricket. They get out, those crickets. The problem is they get up through the slits up here, if they're small enough, or through the holes. So, yeah, that happens. It's not typical, though. Did you get that mouse? No, you did not eat your mouse yet. His last feeding, he did good. It's funny because my hognose snake, he either eats or he doesn't. He's really finicky. He has the holes over here on the side. I don't know which way he's I don't even know where he's at in here. But I'm gonna soon make him a bioactive cage. But I don't know. It depends on if he likes it or not. I always do it as, I start off as the aspen bedding. And once they thrive and do beautifully, like the rest of these babies, then I make it to, for the snakes anyways, then I change it to the bioactive settings. But for him, he's still little, but hognoses stay little. So we'll see how he does. Especially, I don't know, his feedings, he's so picky. He's so picky. I've had plenty of hognose snakes in my life, but the reason why he was special is because he's one of my first, like, high quality morphs, because he's an albino pink pastel. And I actually won him on a bid on Morph Market for like $400. Normally I just stick with anything that people don't really care for, or like, I like to get the animals that people leave behind per se, because we got all these breeds coming out of animals, and then you have all these morphs on top of morph on top of morph with like 50 million different genetics in that morph, and everybody wants to create something new. And every time something new comes out, it's the new thing, just like with toys, unfortunately. Then the old morphs that people have thousands of that they produced from the year before get left behind, because you know, it's basically like, sad to say, it's the old toy. It's not fascinating anymore. It's not as pretty anymore, and it's really sad, because you know, these guys need a home too. Just like with my crusties. My crusties? Oh, there we go. Oh, you have some shed stuck on your little toesies. Are you about to poop? Yes, you are. Okay, I'm turning the camera. We'll give him his moment. Pastel decided to take a poop. Did you stop? I'm giving you privacy. Oh, I'm about to go again. Okay, we'll wait until he's not pooping. But my harlequins, my flame-crested geckos, you know, they're all, oh, look at that. There's a baby Hattie Hattie. Oh my god, my Hattie Hattie's growing so slow. Anybody else's Hattie Hatties grow slow? Mine's right there, and it's just still so tiny. Look at that. I mean, they're growing. They are growing. They're alive and doing okay. They're just still small. I don't understand. My other Hattie Hattie's like that too. Violet, Viola. I have the purple tree spider. That's Viola. And then Violet, my other Hattie Hattie that I got before Beauty here, still growing small. Like, they're bigger. She's a little bigger than this one, but they're so tiny still. I don't get it. Very beautiful spider though. I mean, I don't even know if I even want to upgrade it yet. It's still, look at that. It's still so tiny. They eat a lot. I do feed it very well. At least I get to show you guys my Hattie Hattie. There is something in this cage. Trust me. Not just poop that magically appears in the enclosure every now and then. I gotta clean that again. Oh, there's a jumper. That's Spooky. Spooky's so cute. There's Peanut. Peanut's up top. Little Peanut way in the back there. Oh yeah, I know where my female is. Zoe's somewhere. She likes to dart all over the place. It's hard to find where she gets to half the time. I'm like on my tiptoes on my bed trying to find this girl. Yeah, I don't know where she's at. But it's cute that her beauty's actually out. She's got that cricket. I can see a cricket in between her fangs. Are you done, buddy? Yep, I heard him jump on his leaf. I knew it. But yeah. Harley Quinn. We got our Harley Quinn babies going on. He's a Harley Quinn. And then Clary's a Harley Quinn. And then we have our flame crested geckos, which is oh my goodness, I'm so tired. It's 3:30 in the morning. Oh my god, Passion. Passion's the flame crested gecko. And then I have my Brindle. Nut Job. So I have Brindle, I have Harley Quinns, and I have flame crested geckos. I was actually looking online at it said Flame Dalmatian. Flame Dalmatian crested gecko. Oh, I kind of want to see what they look like. It didn't have a picture though. I was kind of upset because I'm looking into getting one of those babies. I do want to get a lily white eventually, or like a cappuccino, a frappuccino. I want to get some of them. I just haven't gotten to getting them. Because I always look at the other ones and I feel bad. It's like, oh, got all these other morphs, like the Dalmatians, the Flames, the Harley Quinns, like the original morphs, basically. The ones that really popped everything off, especially the Harley Quinns. I think the Harley Quinns really set off some of the genetics, in my opinion. But I love that morph. I really do like my Harley Quinns. I don't even know where she is. That cricket go off the screen? I think so. I did this. I put Clary in here, honestly, as an experiment to see how they would do in a air screen cage. Just to see. I had the flying geckos in here, but my flying gecko, especially the male, kept running out because every time I opened it, he'd come darting across out of nowhere. He'd freaking zoom out. So he's going into a big Palladorian cage. Right now, I have him on a 40-gallon. Him and the girls are on a 40-gallon. Where is she? She's not at the top. Where did she go? She's seriously in the back still? She's weird. She's weird because, you know what, out of all, I'm watching these crickets here, out of all crested geckos, this girl really likes being at the bottom of her cage. Here you are. What are you doing down there? Hi. What you doing? Are you hunting? Are you hunting, baby? She's so pretty, but look at that. Look at the high pigmentation of her yellow. She flares up the most. She flares up the most. That's what I love about her. She's always flaring up. And she only does it when she eats. And then she just sits up on top of her tree all day and she just chills. But so for my experiment, and what I've noticed is she's thriving beautifully in this cage. She loves this plant. I'm going to get more of these. I'm going to put these all over her cage. I got it at the pet store. And they said it's safe for crested geckos and stuff, so I'm going to get more of them. I'm going to put them all at the bottom of her cage and make a forest. But yeah, she's doing beautiful in this air screen cage, so And if it keeps going with her, I'm going to get a bunch of these and put all the crested geckos in these types of enclosures. And I'm going to get a veiled chameleon. I am waiting to get the perfect time to get my veiled chameleon. I had a Jackson chameleon before. I had one when I was younger. I got one when I was 15. And it recently died 8 years ago. So I had it for a long time. So, I had it for like 15 years. And it actually did quite good, but then it got sick. I don't know how, but we had a really bad cold winter, and unfortunately he got sick, so it was really depressing though. I really loved him. He was so cool. He would sit on my shoulder all day long and just chill out. I see you down there. So now we know where the Emerald Chevron is hiding. Emerald's just down there chilling. Everyone's in chill mode. Now I'm like, I ate a bunch of food, and now I just want to sleep type mode. It's like they all had their Thanksgiving dinner basically. Now they want to sleep. I thought as someone, so of course the only one being active and such a goofball, like always, is Pastel. Which I'm really not surprised at this point, because that boy was up jumping around his cage all night long. And I can't wait to finish doing his big enclosure. Because as you see, I'm transferring everybody over to new cages, like, slowly, bits in here. Because with the geckos, I'm trying to get the plants established, like with fish. I'm trying to make sure the plants are more well grounded. Normally I just, like, plant the plants and just put everything together and then put them right into the cages. I'm doing it differently because I'm tired of seeing all the plants dying. So, I have the cages, I have the plants. The only cages I'm waiting on are for the snakes, but the geckos, I have their cages, and I'm building them. I'm just waiting for the plants to grow out a little bit this time because I'm tired of seeing my plants die. And unfortunately, plants cost a lot of money. If anybody does buy out their cages and you know how much plants cost, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm doing it differently. Now with, like, for Ming Ming, because she don't really need a bigger, she's already in a 40-gallon. So, and she likes her cage. Certain ones I'm going to keep in their cages anyways. Like, she's definitely going to, I'm going to probably do something different with her. I think I'm going to grow some plants out in pots and move them up to bigger pots. And then when the plants get to like a full bushy size, I'm going to line up a bunch of plants all in the back of her cage. Because she does love climbing on the plants and all that stuff. I'm going to get all this fake crap out of here. And then I'm going to put in a bunch of bushy plants and stuff that she can climb on, play on, and not destroy. But I'm going to grow them out first, and then I'm going to redo her whole cage. And obviously, I'm going to keep her cork barks and stuff in there she loves chilling on. And then, like, Rain, Dream, Leona, Daenerys, and Freya, they're all going to be upgraded. They're in 20 gallons. I'm going to be upgrading them all to 40 or bigger tanks. Probably some of them I might. Dream's pretty big, so I think I'm going to put him in a 120 or so. So some of them I am going to put in a lot bigger. And then, just like I said, I'm going to deck it out with all kinds of plants and climbing spots and hiding spots and just all kinds of stuff. But yeah, you guys will see all the stuff I'm going to be doing in the future with all these babies. And we're getting new babies. It is springtime and summertime. So it's that time of year that not only will I start getting a bunch of rescue animals in, but I'll be adding some to my personal collection as well. I cannot believe everyone's sleeping. This is crazy. It is cold out tonight though. I'm not gonna lie. It was 73 the other day. And right now it's only 20 degrees at night. So, but it's warm in my room. It's about 78 in here. But yeah, I guess since everyone's being lazy, which kind of sucks, I'm gonna go to bed. And then I guess we'll play with these guys tomorrow or later on today. So just like Ming Ming here, it's off to Night Night Land. So I will see you guys tomorrow or later.